So you got your new seed put down on your lawn, but you need to know how to properly water it. Today that's exactly what we're going to go over in this video. It's coming right up. So watering your new lawn is actually one of the most important steps out of all these steps that we've completed as part of our lawn renovation. So if you don't have the consistency of watering and the commitment to do it, then all of this hard work that you put in will probably not turn out as well as you had hoped. I think I find that a lot of people underestimate how much commitment it does take to water a new lawn, especially if you have a larger area and especially if you don't have an irrigation system. So just keep that in mind, that you're going to need to commit to this sometimes weeks at a time, maybe even a month of consistent daily watering if you're not getting rain. So the question I've been getting a lot is, how much do we need to water? Now usually when we talk about watering a lawn, we're talking about putting an inch on it a week, maybe a little bit more than that during our summer months. But when you're seeding a new lawn, you're not going to talk about actual specific measurements of how much water you're putting down, but we're just going to talk about keeping the seed wet and not letting it dry out. But we also don't want to go too far with our watering to where we're having puddles on the yard or we're moving seed around because we have too much water. So there's a fine line in between there of too much and too little, but we need to find that happy medium in between. So again, just to reiterate, we need to keep the seed from drying out, and that's pretty much the concept. But we just need to keep going day after day with our light waterings and making sure that that seed does not dry out. And once things germinate and you have some actual grass growing, we can begin to taper that off a little bit. So another question I get a lot related to that watering then is, when should I be watering? So for me, where I'm located right now, this time of year, we get quite a bit of dew on the lawn overnight. The humidity is kind of high and the temperatures fall, and then you get some dew sitting on the yard up until about mid-morning or so. So once that dew is kind of worn off, somewhere around 10 or 11 a.m. is when I would do my first watering. So again, when we're talking about light waterings, you're probably only going to need about 15 to 20 minutes on this yard, and that will take care of it. Keep it going for a couple hours before we hit it with some water again. So again, just depending on how hot it is, that should get us to about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Do another light watering at that time, then look late evening, maybe somewhere around between 4 and 5, see what things look like at that point, and once you hit watering then, as the sun is going down, you should be okay all the way until the next day. Just keep an eye on your actual seed. Maybe you have a little bit of a sandy soil that might need a little bit more water because things are going to dry out more quickly. So rain is obviously going to be our best case scenario, so we don't have to do all this manual watering. Also remember though, if you get a rainstorm, you could have some actual problems where it washes away some seed. And that's why in my previous video where I talked about how to actually seed the yard, I covered this with something called peat moss to try to hold seed in place. So if there is rain in the forecast, you kind of have to factor that in as well. So keep an eye on your weather, and this will help as well to kind of plan out how much watering you need to do. So the other big topic to touch on would be what kind of sprinklers to use. So back this summer I made a video on various types of sprinklers and kind of the pros and cons to each one, so I will link to that if you want to check out that video. But for watering this new lawn, we really want a delicate sprinkler if possible. So either an oscillating type that kind of has that fan action that kind of mimics like rain coming down, that would be a good option, or what I'm using here for my DIY setup, which I've talked about many times, and I'll have all the info for that in the description below as well. So this is actually an in-ground sprinkler that I'm just using above the ground, kind of hooked together with hoses, and these are the MP rotator heads on there, so they're a very gentle and kind of slow watering system. This works perfectly for seeding or overseeding, and of course watering your yard as well, but I found that it's very gentle on new seed, doesn't move it around too much, it kind of keeps things in place, and we're not throwing out too much water at one time, which is really nice. So if you do happen to have some other types like an impact type sprinkler, these are a little bit harsh on new seeded areas, so you have to keep that in mind, that until there's some grass growing there, I would really suggest a sprinkler that puts out water in a little bit more of a gentle fashion. Also, something that's kind of related to sprinklers is maybe you're interested in some kind of watering timer. I will link to a bunch of different options on Amazon down in the description below, so you can check out some different options. So personally for me, I haven't been using a timer because I have a little bit of a leak in my spigot right now, which I need to fix. But if you are interested in timers, that could help you out a lot, kind of make this less of a manual process and kind of automate things a little bit. Let's say you have a small area as well, like I have kind of over here. If you have the time to do it, you could get away with just hand watering and you don't need to deal with really a sprinkler system at all. So for larger areas, there's obviously no way to hand water this, but don't underestimate actually just hand watering some areas if you have some small area to cover. Keep in mind as well that sometimes it's going to be a windy day when you're trying to water this. I just experienced this yesterday, and the water was kind of not hitting certain areas because of the wind, so I had to get out a hose and hand water a couple of different areas to make sure they didn't dry out. So just keep that in mind as well, that you can think you have everything set up. The weather plays a big part into all this, so just keep an eye on your actual seed. So questions or comments on watering, let me know down in the comments below, and I'll try to answer some questions there. Thanks so much for watching this video. We'll see you next time.